Normally, by technological progress, we mean the introduction of a new and superior technique of production to replace the older technique of production. So, research and development are normally the technical progress originates from the research and development, because after the thorough research and development, the companies they introduce their new techniques of production. And according to famous economist Robert Solow, technological progress is the main driving factor of an economy. So to be specific, it ensures the economic growth of a country. So according to Solow, technological progress is more important than the accumulation of capital and labor to ensure economic growth of a country. Because technological progress, number one, it increases the productivity of the factors. That means that will also reduce the cost of production. And second thing is that it will improve the quality of the product. So both are very crucial for the progress, or both are very crucial for expansion of the economy. There are five stages of the research. The first stage is the basic research. The second stage is applied research. In third stage, we get development. In fourth stage, commercial production. And in fifth stage, discussion. So in our next slides, we will discuss the different stages of research and development in thumbnail. So according to Schumpeter, basic research is the first stage of research and development. In this stage, one idea is created and it is implemented through innovation. There is a possibility that such kind of innovations or the research can be executed without any kind of real life application. So, and to be specific, in this stage, there is some uncertainty regarding the outcome of the research. So it is quite likely that the private sector enterprises or the companies will hardly express any interest to undertake such basic research activities because of the uncertainty of outcome. So such kind of activities are conducted mainly in the universities and the public research or the government research institutes. So this is not related to the private sector companies. Once there is some certainty about the outcomes, then it can go for the next stage, or the private sector enterprises can adopt it. The second stage of research is applied research. So applied research that must have some definite objectives. And the private sector enterprises, they can undertake this kind of research projects. But before that, there should be a thorough investigation over the potential economic gain. So first, the private sector enterprises, they will check the feasibility of this kind of applications in real life. That means they will check or investigate whether this kind of activity or research can be profitable to them. Once they ensure that the project will be profitable, only then it will be undertaken by the private sector enterprises. The third stage is development. So in this stage, the new idea is implemented in commercial production. So in this stage, we require some committed resources and some master plans. Normally, research and development is scrutinized in every stage, but in this stage, the selection of next stage is the most important objective, because if a new commercial product by by an enterprise fails in the market, then it will take a huge toll on the company. The company will face a huge loss. The fourth stage of research and development is the commercial production. So in this stage, the company starts its full-fledged production of new product, and also the we can say it and the implementation of a new technology. So this stage is also subject to high risk and uncertainty. So here we need the innovation. Normally, invention generates the idea, but invention does not ensure the implementation of the idea in commercial basis. So the commercial production should be related to the innovation. And if this innovation succeeds, the company can make a huge gain. And if the innovation fails to capture the market, it will create a huge loss for the company. So this stage is also subject to high risk and uncertainty. And here also the company needs to scrutinize the entire process. So this is the final stage, which we call diffusion. So in this stage, the firm spreads the new idea and new product in the market. So this new idea, new innovation can be intimated by other firms, not only in that industry, but also in other industries. Moreover, in this stage, the new idea can be spread geographically by foreign direct investment to other countries. And here, the other firms can also start further innovation over the newly introduced product. So this is the final stage of research and development and the innovation or implementation of the new idea. So let's come to the difference between the product innovation and process innovation. Overall, a product innovation normally refers to the introduction of a new product, and the introduction of a new cost saving technology in with the increase in productivity is known as a process innovation. But the difference between two is not very clear, because there are some overlapping parts. For example, whenever we are thinking of a new product, so to introduce a new product, we need some new technology. Similarly, whenever we introduce a new process, that will also generate a new product. So that's why the difference is not very clear, or these two things are not very distinct to each other. Next thing is that the economists are also concerned regarding the relationship between the size and the pace of technological change. That is also a matter of concern. So here we'll discuss the concept of creative destruction and the market power. So Schumpeter, according to Schumpeter, in a capitalist economy, that means a free market-based economy, so research and development or the technological progress is a fundamental driving force that ensures the growth and development of the economy. So increase in productivity and consequent economic growth. So he introduced the term creative destruction to explain the impact of technological change, because Creative destruction means the innovation and introduction of a new technology to replace the older one. Similarly, introduction of a new product to replace the older one. And whenever we are coming to the relationship between market structure and the pace of technological progress, then there are two opinions. According to some economists, the imperfect market is more prone to technological progress, and according to some other economists, the perfectly competitive market is more suitable place for technological progress. So there are arguments and counter arguments. So one strong argument for perfectly competitive market is that whenever we are considering the firms or the sellers enjoy some kind of monopoly power, so due to the lack of competition, so they enjoy supernormal profit automatically, and this supernormal profit will make them averse towards undertaking any technological progress, because technological progress will incur some cost, and research and development will incur some cost, and without making the cost, they are already enjoying some supernormal profit. But contrary to this, some other argument say that some other arguments, or according to some other economists, that there is the whenever there is competition in the market, so everybody try to go for research and development to introduce some technique and new technique, or introduce some new product through which they will enjoy some intellectual property right, or they will enjoy some patent, and from that they can enjoy monopoly power. So to move from perfectly competitive market to monopoly market, there will so to become a monopolist, it is an incentive for research and development.